Tainan, with a population of 760,000, is located in southern Taiwan. As early as the 17th century, Tainan had already become a focal point of both merchants and militarists due to its superior geographical location and its natural harbor. The Dutch first landed at present-day Anping. Back then, Anping was known as Dayuan, and it was the original name that Taiwan is derived from. They built Fort Zeelandia, where the Anping Fort now stands, and used it as their base for trade in the region. And so began the first page of modern Taiwanese history. Tainan had always been the political, economic, and military center of Taiwan since those days till the early years of Japanese rule. That is why Tainan boasts the most historic sites in Taiwan, with as many as 113 historic sites, of which 7 are Grade 1 historic sites. Tainan's 8 cultural zones bring together historic sites and commercial districts. Grouped according to different periods, they link together 380 years of Taiwanese history and chronicle the blood, sweat, and tears of our ancestors. Let's take a journey back in time and relive that history. The Chicken Tower Cultural Zone is in the city center. In the 17th century, this area was very close to the Taijiang Inland Sea. Koxinga landed near present-day Seaman Road and captured the Dutch-built Fort Providencia, now the Chicken Tower, to take control of Taiwan. What sets the Chicken Tower Cultural Zone from other zones is its 3 contemporary Grade 1 historic sites. The Chicken Tower itself has been specially recommended as a tourist destination by the Washington Post. At the heart of the Confucius Temple Cultural Zone is the first school in Taiwan, the Confucius Temple. The Ming Dynasty, General Chen Yunghua, assisted Zheng Jing in the building of this temple to promote education. It was the first appearance of Confucian practices in Taiwan's cultural history. Together with the traditional shopping areas on Fuzhong Street and the Koxinga Shrine, this is a treasure of Taiwan's ancient capital and a national historic site beyond comparison. Zhenbei Fang was one of the 4 administrative areas of past Tainan. Its old streets still have a strong flavor of history to this day. Many of Taiwan's oldest temples are located here, making it an important center for worship back then. Zhongye Old Street is one of the few perfectly preserved Qing Dynasty alleys in Taiwan. The old gray streets give off a simple quality, and strolling along them leaves one with a sense of the leisurely pace of old Tainan. The Five Crossways Cultural Zone was still a part of the Taijiang Inland Sea 300 years ago. During the Qing Dynasty, the Taijiang Inland Sea was gradually filled in, and Tainan seacoast gradually moved westwards. At the time, the 3 guilds of Tainan opened up 5 channels in the newly formed swamps to allow boats to pass directly into the city of Tainan, thereby promoting flourishing trade and commerce. Tainan then became the most important of the 3 main ports of Tainan, Lugang, and Wanhua. Among the charming and graceful streets, alleys, temples, and pavilions of the Five Crossways Cultural Zone are the only passable Duiyue gates in Taiwan. Here, one can really imagine the hustle and bustle of Taiwanese city life of those days. The Tainan's coming-of-age ceremony also originated here. The facade of the old administrative district of Dong'anfang is its diverse mix of East and West. The plethora of Western buildings such as churches and foreign businesses attest to the origins of Western civilization in Taiwan. The temples are the cradle of traditional handicrafts, and the old streets and alleys are rich in Eastern culture. A walk through these streets gives one a sense that Tainan truly is a great example of an ancient cultural city. During the period of Japanese occupation, Minshen Park was the center of the city. Many buildings of different styles were built in the area. Their unique fusion of Eastern and Western styles made the cityscape of Tainan even more lively and bustling. A trip around Anping is like reading a real-life account of Taiwan's historical development. Every inch of ground is steeped in history. Every period has its role to play, from the international trade port and naval stronghold of the 17th century to the tourist city of the 21st century. Anping paints a complete picture of Taiwanese culture, whether it is the castles, forts, old streets, old trees, foreign businesses, temples, or canals. Anping is draped in an atmosphere of history. Therefore, in 2002, the mayor of Tainan, Xu Tiancai, announced plans for the establishment of the Anping National Historical Scenic Area. The plan immediately met government approval and was granted a subsidy of 3 billion Taiwan dollars. Many new scenic spots have since been completed. The 2005 and 2006 Taiwan Lantern Festivals were held here, winning acclaim from everyone. The plan has also won the International Waterfront Design Prize. The beautiful and peaceful Sicao Lake is Tainan's backyard. It gives life to mangrove trees, birds, fish, and crabs, completing the food chain, and is also a great ecology classroom. It is hard to imagine that before the land was filled in during the 17th century, this was part of the sea. Western civilization and Chinese culture both came to Taiwan through this place, bringing Tainan 3 centuries of glory. With history in mind, the government has major plans for this young region. These plans include a wildfowl conservation area, a salt pond ecology cultural village, and the Dream Water Park. It is also being dubbed the Yunlin Jiayi Tainan National Scenic Area by the central government. Once salt fields and fish ponds, a technology zone now sits nearby. The international trade of yesteryear and the natural harbor of the Taijiang Inland Sea have been transformed into a modern and intelligent city, linking contemporary technology, ecology, and culture. In addition to the 8 cultural zones, there are still many shrines, temples, historic sites, city gates, and other historic buildings to be found in every corner of Tainan. It is precisely because of these abundant and unique cultural resources that the government has actively improved the environment and promoted tourism in recent years. Many former empty lots and dirty corners have now been converted into new, beautiful, scenic spots. Every neighborhood park is cared for by its local residents, thus making each one unique to its area. Not only have the city's larger parks been improved, but the green spaces in the city have doubled in the past few years. Newly created theme parks are also being promoted. Roadside trees have been redesigned and pruned by experts. All this gives Tainan a feel of one big park. Tainan is a romantic city that never sleeps. The lights on the waterfront, historic sight salons, and even the once nightmarish Hai'an Road have now become outdoor art galleries. In 2005, the city won both the Southern Taiwan's Best City Scenic Park Prize and the Taishin Arts Award. In order to promote tourism, the city government has developed many large-scale festivals with a Tainan flavor. These include the Tainan Spring Walk, the Koxinga Cultural Festival, the International Dragon Boat Races, the Matsu Cultural Festival, and the Confucius Temple Cultural Festival. In 2005, the acclaimed Taiwan Lantern Festival was held at Anping and attracted crowds of 5 million spectators. The 2006 Taiwan Lantern Festival attracted more than 6.7 million spectators, creating an unprecedented new record. Tainan also holds regular large-scale international art events to promote international exchange. The International Drum Music Festival and the Qixi International Arts Festival have both been listed as national festivals by the government. Tainan has always been famous for its gourmet food. From delicate local snacks to fancy foreign restaurants, Tainan has both the relaxed pace of an old city and the convenience of a modern metropolis. 5-star hotels, Southeast Asia's biggest department store, the Taco City Movie City, and themed shopping districts can all be found here. It is truly a great place for shopping and sightseeing. For the convenience of visitors, the city government and the above companies have entrusted the Tainan City Tour Association with the development of the City Tour Passport. Various historic sites here also offer the travel insurance safety card to ensure the safety of visitors. Special holiday bus tour routes have opened along the popular Anping and Sicao lines. The hospitable residents of Tainan warmly welcome you to come and visit the city and enjoy the unique Tainan-style eating, drinking, and fun experience. As an ancient city of culture, Tainan offers the beauty of both the modern and the traditional. It is a cultural and tourist city of the highest quality. I warmly welcome you all to Tainan. Thank you.